I have spent 20 years inside UAE HR departments. I have audited payroll files for companies with 5 employees and companies with 5,000. And if I had to name the single area where a small process failure creates the largest financial exposure, it would not be visas. It would not be disciplinary cases. It would be payroll, specifically the wage protection system, which we call WPS. We have covered UAE visa rules in the previous module, and we will understand now what is payroll processing, WPS, and everything related to it in this module. The full course is live on the EvolvedHumans learning platform. You can contact with the team. Every month, payroll becomes one of the highest stakes responsibilities in HR. In the UAE, it is not just about paying people on time, it is also about complying with a monitored legal process. Here is what makes payroll different from every other HR process we have covered in this certificate. Visa mistakes affect 1 employee. Disciplinary mistakes affect 1 case. A payroll mistake. Get the WPS cycle wrong just once, badly enough, and your entire company's ability to hire is frozen. Every open vacancy, every approved offer, every plan to grow, frozen until you fix it. I am also going to show you throughout this module exactly how AI tools can carry the administrative weight of payroll compliance, building your CIF file checks, auditing your salary structures, flagging errors before MOHRE does. Payroll is detail-heavy and repetitive. That is precisely the type of work AI is exceptional at supporting, as long as you understand what correct looks like first. That is what this module gives you. In this module, you will learn how UAE salary structures work, how WPS operates, where companies get exposed, and how to build a monthly process that keeps payroll compliant. A salary component is any specific element or allowance that makes up your total compensation package gross salary. Instead of giving you a single lump sum of money, companies break your pay down into different parts for tax optimization, legal compliance, and performance incentives. If you look at a typical pay slip, your total pay is divided into 2 main categories: earnings money coming in and deductions money going out. Let's understand now the common earnings components. These are the parts that add up to your gross salary. The first component is basic salary, the core, fixed base of your income. It usually forms more than 60% of your total pay. Many benefits like retirement contributions for Emirati or bonuses are calculated as a percentage of this number. House rent allowance, also called HRA, money provided to cover housing costs. Conveyance or transport allowance, an allowance given to cover your commute from home to work. Special allowance, a generic catch-all category companies use to pay out the rest of your promised CTC cost to company that doesn't fit into other specific categories. The last one is performance bonus or incentives, variable pay linked to how well you or the company performed over a month, quarter, or year. Let's understand the common deduction components. These are automatic pullouts subtracted from your gross pay before the cash hits your bank account. Income tax in other countries, but not in the UAE, is a type of deduction. Second one is retirement pension fund. In the UAE, this is compulsory for Emiratis and GCC. Often, the employer matches a portion of this. Any other approved deductions can be in this category, for example, if any advance loan has been approved by the company. To manage payroll properly in the UAE, you first need to understand how salary is structured. The split between basic salary and allowances is not just an administrative detail. It affects legal calculations and compliance outcomes. Let us start at the very beginning, because I want every person watching this, whether you have never seen a UAE payslip or whether you have run payroll for 10 years, to leave this scene with total clarity. A UAE salary is typically built from several components: basic salary, housing allowance, transport allowance, and sometimes additional allowances for food, phone, or education, depending on the employer and the role. A typical UAE salary package includes a basic salary plus allowances. Common allowances include housing, transport, and other fixed entitlements written into the contract. This is a general overview of salary structure in the UAE. Each of these components serves a different purpose and has a different legal treatment. Basic salary is the foundation figure, the number used for almost every legal calculation in UAE employment law, including the one that matters most to your company's long-term financial planning. End of service benefit, or EOSB, sometimes called gratuity. The total package may look straightforward on paper, but the internal split matters. HR cannot treat every dirham as if it sits in the same legal category. Here is the single most expensive mistake I encounter in UAE companies, and I want you to be the person in your organization who prevents it. An employee is hired at a monthly salary of AED 20,000. The offer letter and the contract simply state, total salary, AED $20,000. No breakdown, no basic, no allowance split. It looks simpler, it looks cleaner. It is, in fact, a financial landmine. You cannot give any random number as basic or total. End of service benefit or gratuity is calculated based on the employee's basic wage, payable for each year of service. The calculation explicitly excludes allowances and other benefits not classified as part of the basic wage. Where an employment contract does not clearly distinguish basic salary from allowances, the full salary figure may be treated as basic for calculation purposes, significantly increasing the employer's EOSB liability. EOSB is also called as end of service benefits or final settlement in the UAE. This is why I tell every HR coordinator I train, the basic versus allowance split is not an administrative preference. It is a legal and financial necessity. Every single employment contract you draft, every offer letter you issue, must explicitly itemize basic salary as a separate line from housing, transport, and any other allowance. No exceptions. No will sort it out later. Document it correctly from the first offer letter. Look at the prompt shown in the video. This prompt tells the AI to act like a UAE labor law compliance auditor reviewing salary clauses in employment contracts. It checks whether basic salary is clearly separated from allowances, verifies that the components add up correctly, and flags any contracts showing a single lump sum salary. By automating these checks, it turns what would normally take hours of manual review into a quick, structured 10-minute audit. WPS Wage Protection System is a UAE government system that ensures employees are paid correctly and on time. It applies to all mainland private sector employers and is regulated by MOHRE. Every salary must be transferred through a MOHRE-approved bank or exchange, which reports payments directly to MOHRE for compliance monitoring. Before we get into the mechanics, I want you to understand why WPS exists, because understanding the purpose makes the compliance requirements make sense, rather than feeling like arbitrary bureaucracy. The wage protection system was introduced by the UAE government to address a real and historical problem: wage non-payment and wage delay, particularly affecting lower-income workers who had limited power to challenge employers directly. WPS solved this by removing the employer's ability to simply not pay or to pay late without consequence. Every salary payment must now flow through a MOHRE-approved bank or exchange house that reports the transaction directly to the government. MOHRE can see, in near real time, whether every registered employee at every registered company has been paid the correct amount on time. This is mandatory for all mainland private sector employers. There is no opt-out. This is the detail that catches HR coordinators who come from other countries. WPS compliance is not assessed by an inspector showing up at your office. It is a real-time, automatic system. The moment your payment window closes without a completed transfer, the violation is already logged. There is no grace period for explaining yourself. There is no manual review before the flag appears. The system is the enforcement mechanism. WPS compliance is mandated for all private sector employers operating under MOHRE jurisdiction in the UAE mainland. Salaries must be transferred through institutions registered with the Central Bank of the UAE and connected to the WPS reporting infrastructure. Non-compliance triggers automatic, tiered administrative penalties without requiring a manual inspection or complaint to initiate enforcement. Now the operational core of this module, the 5-step monthly WPS cycle. I am going to walk through each step in the depth you need to actually run this process, not just recognize the terms. This is few minutes from one module, and we have 13 modules for the HR Coordinator course. This is for the people who want to begin their career in the HR. You can contact with the team for enrollment on the given WhatsApp number on screen or on the description box.